Hi, Editing Angharad here, telling you that this episode comes with a content warning for explicit language and discussions of sex. If you have ever seen or even heard of Heated Rivalry, then you probably saw this coming. So if topics like that make you uncomfortable, maybe skip this one. Otherwise, please enjoy the show. We moved on from the actors. Richard, we've been talking about gay sex for a good 10 minutes. Do you not have anything to say?
Yeah, sure. How does it work?
Well, you see, when a man and a man love each other very much, he sticks it in his ass.
Third of your host.
No, Richard, stop it. You're infiltrating, all right? Welcome to Hobbyhorses, an info dump podcast where we talk about our miscellaneous interests, obsessions, and hyperfixations. I'm a third of your host, Angharad.
I'm 2/3 of your host, Thea.
And I'm the third of your host, Richard.
Are we keeping that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So we have Richard infiltrating, and then... Okay. What a great way to start off. I was going to say...
Our podcast is supposed to be genuine.
I was going to say...
talking about starting off...
I was going to start
We've released some episodes.
Yeah, I was going to start this episode being like... Yeah, so we released our first 3. We're starting another round of recording. We want to try to be more professional, like get ourselves together, and then we started it like that. So I don't think I can say that anymore.
Well, we can. We can say it's an objective fact that we have released our first 3 episodes. So
it is.
How are we all feeling about that?
4.
But don't worry, we don't provide any guarantees that these are going to be better.
Yeah.
They'll probably be worse.
If you like the first 4, then this is as good as it's probably going to get. I shouldn't put that. We'll together, I promise.
Guys.
This episode will be our magnum opus. No. There will be nothing better.
Stop! You're like trying to ruin us immediately, alright? No, it's gonna get... The first 3 episodes were great, and it's gonna get even better as it goes on. I'm manifesting, alright?
Thank you.
Okay.
We love the manifestation. Good. How are you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
Good, yeah. Richard...
So me and Angharad have just finished moving.
Yes, we moved in together. Sorry, people have told me not to say it. Like we've moved in together because it sounds like we're a couple. We're not a couple. We're brothers.
I'm gonna be honest.
That would be illegal.
I feel like no one would think that.
Okay,
was that just your mom
our
that said
parents thought that. I said we're moving in together, and they went, "Ooh, don't say it like that." So now I feel judged.
Okay.
I feel like
in their defense, I also thought that.
I feel like
Richard also said it. So I was talking to my parents and Richard, and they're like, ugh. So.
I mean, I feel like, how else do you say it? You've gotten a place together. You've decided to be roommates.
Sounds worse.
Like I feel like it's only weird if you make it weird.
I agree. I agree.
And I'm glad, Thea, you're so good at not making things weird.
I don't like the way you phrased that. What are you implying?
I can't believe that the first episode was me and Angharad. Oh my god.
Okay, look. While I was editing that, I forgot how bad it was, and I remember sitting there being like, should I have them say A and B? And in a split moment before we started recording, it's like, oh, I'll have them say their own names. That'd be funny. And then as we were recording, I started deeply regretting it, but I had already said that without thinking it through, and then I was like, well, now I have to commit to it. But I did at one point, I was like, you guys don't have to say it, but you guys committed too, so it wasn't just me.
Well, okay, yeah, we gotta commit, like, I feel like...
But no, I was editing it, and I was dying. I was like, oh my gosh, I should not have done this.
If you don't know what we're talking about our first episode, which was about Fire Emblem, where Thea made us do some role play as like a
That
character
makes it
saying
sound-
certain things. Well, okay, what else would it be?
I
Like,
was
what else would you call it?
reading my fan fiction out
Yes,
loud.
reading
and I
Thea's
just put
fan
you in
fiction.
different roles.
However, some of them, the characters, they had different relationships, and some of them were in romantic relationships. And Thea decided to have us read out our names.
Okay, at the beginning, I was like, because I had edited all the scripts and I just put name to try to keep the characters anonymous so it wouldn't give anything away. And I was like, do I have them just say name or character A and B? And in a split moment, I was like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just have them say each other's names without fully thinking it through. And then I was editing it and I was cringing so hard. And I was like, I can't believe this is episode 1.
My parents listened to that. Well, my mother has not listened. My father has listened. My aunt listened to it, and apparently she said she didn't understand it.
Yes.
that was great feedback.
Mm-hmm.
The feedback our dad gave is it should be shorter, which is
well,
awesome.
Yes.
We've decided to try to make our episodes a little bit shorter. We're
listening to
we
the
originally
people.
had the between hour 15 hour and a half mark, but we are now shortening it to 45 minutes to an hour. Hopefully that'll be a little
I think it's
more
a good change.
digestible. Does anyone want to ask how my day was?
No.
Okay, never mind. Anyway,
How's your day, Thea? How's your day?
I had to drive in a snowstorm that people had been like prepping for. They were like, "Oh, it's gonna be really bad. It's gonna start at this time. Like everything's canceled except my morning shift at work." And so I had to drive home in the worst. I took my parents' car because it has 4-wheel drive, and if I had taken my car, we would have been slipping and sliding the whole way home. And it's so cold, and it was horrible. But now I'm home, and I'm very tired.
Me and Angharad were driving. I just want to make this about myself, but me and Angharad were driving a couple weeks ago, and the snow wasn't that bad, but my car was insanely slippy.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Like we just kept like going off the road. I had to end up like going like 2 miles an hour, and I was like shaking at the end. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I drove like 20 miles all the way home.
I think it might have been. It definitely wasn't more stressful for me as the passenger, but I felt like so bad for Richard because Richard's like like having a panic attack at the wheel, and I was like, so how you doing?
I wasn't having a panic attack. I was just very stressed.
Yeah,
you know.
figure of speech.
Which I think is fair enough in that situation.
But you know what the opposite of cold, icy weather is?
It's a
The sun.
hot spicy action.
Heated rivalry.
It's heated rivalry.
I'm so proud of my segue, aren't you guys?
I was thinking of a segue too, and I was gonna do my segue was much worse. I was gonna say, you know where else has ice? Canada.
Hockey rinks. Anyway, tell us about your newest fixation. Your newest
Yes. Okay, guys, this is my episode, and to nobody's surprise, if you know me in real life, my newest hyperfixation, is heated rivalry. I'm just gonna pose to you guys. What do you guys know about heated rivalry? I think it's probably most of it's from me.
Yes.
You know, I'll pose the question anyway.
You've told me about it a decent amount. I know it's a love story that takes forever as these two pine over each other for like years, and it's 2 hockey players, and these guys are. It's a pretty graphic story, and I just my most prominent memory is just you and I having a sleepover and we just listening to the audiobook as we're falling asleep.
And
that's
what happened?
I know about heated rivalry.
What did the audiobook say, Thea?
I don't. How graphic are we going with this episode?
I don't mind.
When we say the word cock.
Oh, he said it. Oh, it happened.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
well,
that was our one naughty word.
We can't say it again. Hey, Richard.
Oh, well, that's gonna be tricky for this episode.
Haha. I said it a second time. Alright, all bets off. We can say it as much as we want now.
But it was
No, we're R-rated.
The audiobook was playing a very domestic scene of them in front of a fireplace, just being very thirsty for each other, and that was and also the audiobook narrator's Russian accent was really killing me because it would come in and out. So like it would for a second I thought he had a normal accent, and then all of a sudden he'd come and he'd be like, "Good," and I was like, "Why is he so Russian all of a sudden?" Good. What do you know about Heated Rivalry, Richard?
I know that I've been shown a scene of their butts and told to see how round the butts are. And they were round butts.
They were very round.
Yeah, the one with like the balloon butt.
Not just like an overall balloon in each cheek. Like, it's crazy.
I just, all respect to the actors. I do not want to make anyone uncomfortable, but it is true, and it's right there on film. Like,
you don't have to worry about making the actors uncomfortable. They both have they have matching tattoos that say sex selves. Like,
oh my gosh.
They recorded a whole fantasy fairy erotic novel or erotic short story that they published online. Like, those boys are freaky. They're fine.
Well, tell us a little bit about
Sure. I'll dive into my little written thing. Okay.
So what is it exactly? Because I don't actually know. Is it a TV series? Is it a book?
So it's both. So it started out as a gay hockey romance book by this woman named Rachel Reed, and it was published in 2019. And it's the second book in the Game Changer series, which is a 6-book series, soon to be 7, about gay hockey romances, and they're all based in the same universe.
Wait. So they're all hockey romances, but different standalone stories?
Yes.
And there's 6 of them?
2 of them are, there's 6 books now, soon to be 7, though 2 out of the 6 are about Shane and Ilya. So 5 couples in total so far.
Okay, because this whole time I thought it was only about Shane and Ilya, and now that I'm like, wow, the author really likes those hockey romances if they wrote
Rachel
6
Reed,
different ones.
Rachel Reed, like, I love her. She is a big hockey fan, but she doesn't like all of the homophobia that is like in the hockey world, and so she was like, you know what I can do? I can write these really gay, explicit hockey romances, and publish them, and she did.
I mean, go off, I guess.
Yeah. So all of the Game Changer books are interconnected. I mean, quickly, the first book is about Scott and Kip. Second book is about Ilya and Shane. The third book is about Ryan and Fabian. The third book, I don't remember. I think the third book is about Ryan and Fabian. The fourth book is about, it's Common Goal, I think, and I don't remember. That's about Eric and Kyle? I don't remember. The fifth book is about Troy and Harris, and then the 6th book is back to Ilya and Shane. And then the 7th book that's going to be published in September is the 3rd book of Ilya and Shane's story, which I am very excited about.
So,
yes.
No lesbians.
Why is the series based on the second book?
Basically, Heated Rivalry was the most popular of the series. And also, from the books that I've read so far, which has been Heated Rivalry, Ryan's book, Troy's book, and then The Long Game, which is Ilya and Shane's 2nd book. So I've read 4 out of the 6 currently. Heated Rivalry, I think, is the best and most compelling story, and it just had the largest fandom surrounding it, so that's the one that got adapted.
And the TV show it's just now coming out, right?
Yes. So the TV show, the first season is completely out. The TV show was written, produced, and directed by Jacob Tierney. Basically, he just read Heated Rivalry, kind of fell in love with the book, and decided that he wanted to make it a TV show, and really, like, him and Rachel were, like, kind of made this happen, like, on their own. They didn't have any big backings from any TV companies. They made it with, like, a smaller... Yeah, no, it's like an indie show. Like, I love that. I'm gonna go on to that, like, later, but, like, that's part of the reason why I like the show so much. So they went, like, they had, like, a partnership with, like, a smaller streaming service called Crave. They got funded by the Canadian government for... and the show aired from November 23rd to December 26th. Of 2025, over 6 episodes for the first season, and it's gotten picked up for a second and third season now. And one of the crazy things about Heated Rivalry is its production was so, like, fast. Like, they decided in, like, early 2025 that they were going to make this TV show. They didn't, like, find someone to back it for, like, months. Then they filmed the whole thing in, like, only in, I think it was, like, 33 days. Like, the whole show in, like, 33 days, which is a crazy production time. And I also heard they were still editing it when, like, the first episodes were coming out. Like, they were still editing, like, the last episodes when the first episodes came out. Like,
That's
it was,
crazy.
like, this was
I've got a bone to pick.
You've got a bone to pick
Can I say my
with
bone?
me. Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to see your bone.
Here's the bone. So... I keep track, as everyone does, of the top-rated TV series on IMDb.
Yes, of course.
And I try and watch every top-rated TV series on IMDb. Heated Rivalries is such a high score. Like, I think it's, like, currently rated as, like, in the top 5 greatest TV series of all time.
Really? It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like a 9.1 or something insane.
To be fair.
So now, I either have to stop sticking to my schedule, or I have to watch Angharad's gay romance movie. I mean,
you should watch it. Why not?
Why don't you want to watch it?
Yeah, Richard.
I don't know.
Afraid it'll awaken something in you?
It just doesn't sound like something that I don't know if I like romances that much.
Yeah, but Richard, isn't the whole point that you want to watch...
Isn't it more sex than romance anyway? That's at least my impression of it.
Sorry?
Or is it kind of a mix of both?
He asked if it was more sex than romance in Heated Rivalries.
It's like, I'd say the first half of the show is more sex, the second half of the show is more romance.
Okay.
So it's about equal parts, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it became a crazy hit. Like, it exploded. Yeah. Like, for context, that, like, Hudson Williams and Connor Story, who play the main characters on the show, they presented at the Academy Awards. They've been on, like, Jimmy Fallon and, like, Late Night with Seth Meyers. Like, I just saw a video of them, like, carrying the Olympic torch.
Oh my gosh, wait.
They're just everywhere. Everywhere I go, I'm like, oh my god, it's these guys.
Oh my gosh.
The show just exploded. And, like Richard said, it's, like, super high rated on IMDb. And, for context, what the show is about, the show is about, well, obviously I said gay hockey romance, but it's about specifically Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov and their 10-year-long situationship.
It's so long.
It's so long.
Do they look different?
What do you mean, do they look different?
Well, they've aged 10 years.
You mean,
they... like I said, they filmed it over a month, so they don't look that different. But there is, like, an effort to, like, they do kind of look like they have matured. Like, I've seen definitely, like, posts on, like, Tumblr and Reddit and stuff that have been like, oh my god, guys, look how different they look. And, like, they don't look that different from, like, the first scenes to the last scenes. But you can kind of see, like, oh yeah, like, just on their vibes, they appear younger.
Yeah, like, there was some effort, at least.
Yeah, there was effort.
Have you heard of Boyhood?
As a concept, yes. As a series, no.
What do you mean?
So there's a movie called Boyhood, and it was shot by this guy as he grew up. So like they would do like
you already
a few
told me
scenes
about
when
this.
he was like certain age.
Well, I haven't heard about it.
You could be like, whoa, that's so cool for the podcast.
Whoa, that's so cool. I'll give you that reaction.
Thank you. Does Thea know about this?
No, I don't. I keep saying that.
Yeah.
I think I literally said, "Oh, that's cool," but you weren't paying attention to me. You were just annoyed that Angharad didn't say it. All right, go ahead. Tell me about this.
But yeah, I mean, I don't have really much more to say. But yeah, they scripted out the whole movie at the beginning, and they found this actor who was like 5 or something, and they filmed the whole movie up until he was like 15 or something like that.
Huh.
And he like ages in the movie. So I haven't seen it. I've heard it's okay. I've heard it's pretty good.
Okay.
But I think it's a really interesting approach.
I mean, that's definitely a very interesting approach.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I've never heard of it. I want to look into that.
If that guy turned out to be a bad actor, that would really suck. That would really suck.
Yeah.
Like, he's a prodigy at 5 years old, but at 16, he's just meh. And then... Okay, so I wrote down a couple of reasons, like, why I am personally very passionate about this show, apart from just being engaged with the story and the characters. But before I go into that, do you guys have any questions, comments, concerns?
Concerns. Yes, I'm very concerned. I had a question and then it faded away. What was it? Oh, it wasn't a question. It was more of like a comment. I saw this a couple of videos of the actor who plays Shane just acting people saying he needs to be PR trained because he was just acting so strange and posting weird nonsense.
Oh my god. Hudson Williams. That man
being chaotic.
Very chaotic. Yeah, I mean, that's a good segue to, like, yeah, part of the reason why I do like Heated Rivalry as much as I do is because I adore the main 2 actors, Hudson Williams and Connor Story. And they are ironically very much opposites of the characters they play. Shane is this very, like, tight, buttoned up, like, autistic, like, oh my god, everything has to be perfect. And then Ilya is, like, this womanizer, like, asshole, like, he has a heart of gold, but, like, he will, like, rile you up, like, as much as he possibly can for fun. And, like, they're so opposite. Like, in real life, like, Hudson is a chaos gremlin, and Connor Story just seems to be, like, this really sweet, like, how do I describe this without just saying gay? Flamboyant man. You know, zesty.
Yeah. It looks like he does theater, you know?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to add?
There were a couple of other things.
Yeah, no, go off. This is your info dump sesh. Say whatever.
Okay, yay, info dump sesh. Okay. I said, I went a little bit out of order, so the reason number 1 that I put down is I love the representation of this show. Sometimes people don't understand that queer representation in media can still have such a impact, and especially in the sports world. Because the NHL, like, is actually just it's not an accepting place. Like, I don't think there are any openly gay NHL players, unlike, like, all of the other major American sports. A few years ago, like, they banned, like, pride tape from going on hockey sticks because it was quote-unquote too distracting. Like, yeah. There's just a lot of homophobia within the hockey world. And since this show has come out, I saw an interview with Hudson saying that a lot of closeted professional sports players and professional hockey players have reached out privately to him and Connor and Jacob and Rachel and, like, said that, you know, they felt represented by this show. They were like, this is the experience that I had growing up, like, hiding and being so afraid. And, like, it was so good to, like, see that represented on the big screen and in front of so many people and have such a positive reception to it. And then also, I wrote this down. Recently, I think a retired hockey player, Jesse Cordium, recently came out and he cited Heated Rivalry as an inspiration for him coming out, which is amazing. I know!
It's so funny because I think of Heated Rivalry as this kind of, like, graphic, just sort of, I don't know what the... Cause what I hear about Heated Rivalry, it's a lot of
yeah, it's a lot about
a lot of nudity, a lot of but then it's like it can still have such like a deep sort of effect on people and make a difference in a way. That's really cool.
I think a lot of the initial kind of draw of the show is you're like, oh, it's spicy, it's raunchy, and then you get pulled into it and you're like, oh my god, it's like this heart-wrenching love story, you know, about like homophobia and secrecy and longing, and you know, and then you're like, oh shit, and then you're already pulled in. And actually, one of the things I wanted to talk about was the fact that I love that it does have such explicit sex scenes, because straight shows have been allowed to have like explicit borderline porn sex scenes in shows like, let's say, like Bridgerton and stuff. Like I feel like straight couples have had that forever. So let's have some horny gays, like, please, like, come on, equal opportunity.
I know. Does it? Because I know, like, a lot of the concerns with those kinds of very graphic scenes, especially with like same-sex couples, is the worry of people like fetishizing it, or like it being more objectifying. Do they do it in a way that feels really sort of natural?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think you can, and it doesn't feel like this at all. I mean, the whole thing was directed by a gay man, Jacob Tierney.
Slay.
And yeah, there has been a certain amount of controversy. Like, the original books were written by Rachel Reed, who is obviously not a gay man, a woman. I'm not sure of her sexuality. But I don't know. I'm not the most, like, educated on it, because, to be honest, I sort of try and avoid this sort of conflict, because I'm a bit like, ugh, like, who cares? Like, it's good. I think it's good representation. So, like... Like, if a straight woman watches it and is like, oh, this is hot, like, I don't think that's necessarily, like, a bad thing, as long as she's also acknowledging, like, hey, like, these are real people with, like, real stories, and, you know, and, like, emotionally invested in it, or at least, like, not being like, oh, all gay men are here for my pleasure. Like, I feel like that's when it's, like, an issue. If you just, like, find something attractive, like, that doesn't make you a monster, like...
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that.
That's something that I feel like separates Heated Rivalry, is the fact that, yes, there is a lot of sex, but, like, that's because their relationship starts out as purely physical and purely sexual, because of both of them experiencing, like, homophobia, and, like, they aren't looking for a romantic relationship. They're looking for a sexual relationship, and there's a lot of exploration around, I think, communication, like, within sex, because sex is, like, their primary form of communication for the first, like, 7 years of, like, their relationship.
That's a crazy amount of time.
They don't talk, they just fuck.
That's crazy. And so,
like, that is... Yeah, no, it's literally insane.
Richard, you've been quiet for a while. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I know. I've
been thinking, how long can I be quiet until someone notices?
Really?
I can now reveal the answer is 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes.
Wanting to bring it up and then just being like, I don't want to call him out for it.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, like,
it's been 20 minutes.
Where on earth is Richard? I'm like,
oh my god, Richard, don't do that. Richard, it's a 3-person podcast.
Yeah, we were
I wanted to feel important. No one was talking to me.
Yeah, because you have to make yourself known, Richard. I'm info dumping about something. You gotta interrupt me.
Yeah, I sometimes I listen to podcasts and there are people in the comments that are like, it's so annoying how much they interrupt each other. It's like, no, in a podcast you have to interrupt, because often there's one person leading it and you need to, like, make your voice heard. Like, stop being rude.
Oh my gosh.
What is rude is just going silent.
Yeah, Richard.
Are you calling me rude?
No. I mean,
I also didn't really...
You're not rude, you're just
I didn't really
stupid.
have much to say. You were talking about, like, the actors on Twitter, and I was like, okay.
Well, think of something to say then, Richard.
But what are...
We
but then I got
moved
invested
on
in
from the
my
actors.
timer
Richard,
and
we've
seeing
been
how
talking
long I
about gay
could not
sex
talk
for
for.
a good 10 minutes. Do you not have anything to say?
Yeah, sure.
How does it work?
We can't say that on the podcast. You know that.
Oh my god. Well, you see, when a man and a man love each other very much, he sticks it in his ass.
They pine after each other for 10 years and don't say anything.
Does they have one as a top and one as a bottom, or are they switches?
Oh god, yeah. They have very set positions. Mainly because Shane is the most bottom of all time. He is just obsessed with it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, to be fair, he's kind of nervous about it because he has a lot of internalized homophobia. But like once he's discovered that he's into it, he's like, yes, fuck me every time. I am on bottom. There is no option otherwise. Oh my gosh, I have too much to say. I'm sorry. This is a bad episode to start our under an hour thing. Very bad.
We can do a lightning round.
Lightning round.
Well,
let me ask you a question. If I was a person and I was interested in potentially watching heated rivalries, but I was worried that I didn't want to watch it, I don't know, because it was too gay or something, I don't know. What would you say to that person?
I would say it is pretty gay.
What does that mean?
There's a certain warning. It's like, is it gay? Yes. Does it have explicit sex scenes in it? Yes. So if those things make you uncomfortable to the point where you don't want to watch it, then don't watch it. I'm not gonna force someone to watch it if they don't want to. But if you're afraid of it being all physical and nothing like emotional, then I would say that that's not true. Like, it is a romance show in its own right.
I just want to say, if you don't want to watch it, if you're uncomfortable because it's very explicit, that's one thing. If you're uncomfortable because it's gay, I want you to just think about that. Just sit on that and really ask yourself why.
I didn't say me.
We don't love homophobia on this podcast.
Yeah.
So if you are uncomfortable with it because it's gay, I think you should maybe look at some of your internal biases.
Yeah.
And maybe start out with something a little bit lighter. You could watch Love, Simon or something.
I've heard that's bad. I've heard everyone say it's bad.
I've also heard that's bad, but I've heard it's like gay for straight people. So maybe
I mean, I've seen it, and it's not a bad.
Yeah, like I am curious. Like, what do you mean? Like, what is more for straight people versus not for straight people?
There's nothing
basic.
new. Yeah, it's basic.
It's basic.
It's like. It doesn't really add anything.
It doesn't explore.
It's not anything new or interesting or like groundbreaking, like Heated Rivalry was. But it was like it did like at the time it came out. I mean, I think it was important.
I mean, I know it was written by a straight woman, which I think I think is that's always like controversial. Personally, as like a queer person, I don't care like that much, but like some people care a lot.
I think it just depends on how that person is writing it. Because I can understand people who get annoyed if it feels a little bit like a savior thing where they're like, yes, I'm giving this representation that they've always needed. But I think like they're like some people, if there's someone that genuinely just wants to add representation for the sake of representation, like I really like
passionate about
adding representation to my stories and doing research and just that, because I feel like not enough people do it. And I feel like there is an argument where like I think it's better for more people to do it imperfectly than people not doing it at all.
I literally also saw this Tumblr post recently that was like, free yourselves from the shackles of perfect representation. Gay people aren't perfect. Let them be messy. And I was like, I feel like that's true. Like every person is entirely different, and like there can definitely be bad representation, but like having a gay character not be like perfect is not bad representation.
And
that's good representation.
That's not me saying don't do your research if you're gonna put someone's story that you don't personally experience. Like, do your research. Don't just be like, oh yeah, these are the stereotypes I know in my head and I'm gonna write from them. But
that's I remember in like middle school, I would like be like, oh, I should have representation, but I don't want to do research, so I would just like write things based on stereotypes. And now I read it back and I'm like, oh god, oh no.
Yeah, I was rereading some of my old writing and I was like, oh my gosh, this girl needs to get woker. Like, this is horrible.
Yeah, I know.
I'm over-exaggerating. It wasn't that bad. But it was still.
Mine was that bad. Mine wasn't great.
That wouldn't have flown now.
Yeah. Anyway, talking about representation, Shane is autistic, and I love that. That's like a little bit of extra representation. I'll just go over this quickly, but like Shane is autistic. It's never explicitly stated within the show. And he's never diagnosed in the show or in the books. But Rachel and Jacob agree that he is autistic, and Hudson, his actor, was told, like, this is an autistic character, and therefore Hudson played him as an autistic character. And I don't know, there's just, like, little idiosyncrasies that he does that are artistic characteristics of, like, a high-functioning autistic person. But he's not, like, infantilized, and then also Hudson says, like, Hudson's father is autistic, and he basically just was like, he really wanted to, like, respect his father and, like, I don't know, show, like, an authentic representation because of that connection. And I feel like Hudson having a loved one that is autistic just allowed him to, like, put so much love into the representation that he portrayed. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not autistic. Probably. But like I've seen a lot of like high functioning autistic people online saying they thought it was really good representation. So yay! I love that for them.
Cool.
I'm doing golf claps, but I don't know if you can.
Wait, Harrod.
Yes.
You've read a bunch of the books, but you haven't read the first one.
Yeah, I went out of order. I read the second one first, and then I read the fourth one, and then I read the second one, and then I read the sixth one, and then I read the third one, and then I read the fifth one. And I haven't read the first one or the fourth one.
Huh. Yeah, you really went all over.
Yeah, no, I did. I just read the ones...
If they're standalone stories, though, that makes more sense. Because I did hear you saying that you went out of order. And I was like, how do you know the story? Why would you read the story? But it makes more sense if they're standalone.
They're standalone.
Okay, I was operating under the assumption that it was all one big story.
No. Okay,
is
wait.
there anything else you wanted to say?
Yes, and I will just... I'll rapid fire it.
Rapid fire, let's go.
Rapid fire. I love that it has queer joy in it, and it's not queer baiting or finale gaze. I hate queer baiting and finale gaze. We've gotten past that era. We should have gotten past that era. And I feel like with Byler, that happened recently. A lot of my friends were upset about that. Queer baiting. I
haven't watched the finale yet, but I knew...
What is finale gaze?
Oh. Okay. A finale gay is
Who's Byler?
basically... finale... yeah. You go.
Oh, okay.
Talk about Byler.
Byler is the ship between Will and Mike from Stranger Things.
Why is it called Byler?
It's their last names, I think.
Yeah,
last
names.
Mike's last name?
I don't remember. I haven't seen
Wheeler
Stranger Things.
and Byers, I think, put together. Like
Okay.
So queer baiting is when a TV show franchise, outside of the TV show, advertises things to do with the ship and implies that this gay ship is going to sail, and then doesn't actually make good on that in the TV show. So they profit
Sherlock
off of...
is the biggest example.
Yeah, and they profit off of queer viewers by promising this thing, and then don't actually do anything for representation because they don't make it canon. So that's queer baiting.
Did you just say Sherlock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. With Moriarty?
No,
no, John and Sherlock.
Yeah, John and Sherlock. Because they kept teasing it the whole time, and like...
Did they?
Yeah, like I saw a whole
video
of someone dissecting every single time the writers in the show were teasing it, and then they just were like acting like the fandom were idiots for even shipping the thing. And it's like, no, you guys literally like you had a character that specifically said she was attracted to women, except Sherlock, and she literally looked at John and was like, surely you know what that's like. Like, they just, like, set it up so much, and then they were like, oh, I can't believe you thought this would be a thing, you idiots.
Yeah, and it's like, stupid. And it's like them tweeting, like, little things like, ooh, you know, like, oh, maybe this will happen, like, keep tuned, and, like,
who knows?
Yeah, and it's, like, the heavy implications in the writing and also outside of writing that a queer ship is going to happen and then it doesn't happen. And then finale gaze, I think, this is the term that I use, and I don't know if it's just a term that I use, but basically it's when a gay ship has been, kind of queer-baited. It's been implied a lot throughout the whole thing, but the only time that it actually becomes canon is in the series finale, the very last episode. And it's better than nothing. Right. And for a long time, finale gays were the only way that, you know, show creators could make these beloved ships canon, you know, because they were like, if they made them canon before, they could have gotten canceled, and, like, it was risking the show. So, like, old finale gays, I'm not mad at them. Like Cora
and Asami.
Cora
and Masari. A big example.
Yeah. And, like, what are they? Princess Bubblegum and Marceline. But nowadays, there's no need for that. Like, when there are shows like Heated Rivalry, where they have explicit gay sex the whole time, like, there is no need to, we have come far enough that is not a glass ceiling anymore, and now you are, like, I feel like you are being kind of disrespectful to these viewers by teasing this whole thing and only making it canon in the finale when we can't actually see them, like, live out, like, a love story together.
Yeah. Are you guys aware of, like, the Voltron,
oh god,
sort of controversy?
Yeah. Voltron?
Yeah. But...
Isn't that the evil robot from Marvel?
Well, it's the Netflix reboot of Voltron, which is the, like, mecha...
Oh, no, it's a Transformer.
Yeah, like, the transforming lions. There was this huge controversy where there was this huge ship. Well, first, there was two controversies. I witnessed this. I was part of the fandom when it went down, and people talk about it like it's our own Vietnam. Like, we're like, yeah.
People are so intense about Voltron.
It was such a big thing. Like, people get so, like, if you ask someone that was part of the fandom, like, their faces change. But...
they have, like, PTSD.
But basically, for their final season, or maybe it was semi-final, I don't remember, even though the writing was kind of going downhill, they announced all of a sudden that one of the main characters was actually gay and had a fiance off screen, and his name was something, I'm forgetting. And they, like, showed his picture, and they're like, you're gonna see him in this season, you're gonna learn, and, like, it was this huge thing. Everyone was so excited, and because of that, people were like, oh, maybe we'll get Clance. Like, everyone's hopes were really high. And then the show came out, one episode, a split-second flashback, and then you see him die. And then they never call him fiance. They never address it. They literally do not talk about it. Like, no one says, oh, that was your fiance. Like, he's not a big character. And the way they had announced it as if this was this huge moment and everyone should be excited for a side character, a minor character that was barely on screen.
The biggest queerbaiting thing that I've ever been in is the Supernatural, which
that
is
was a whole fiasco.
It's an example of somehow finale gays and queerbaiting at the same time. But my favorite thing, like, the angel Castiel is shipped with the hunter, the, like, monster hunter Dean. I actually haven't seen the last season because I got too sick of it. I was like, I can't do this anymore. But I know everything. And then in the last scene, he was talking with Dean, and he was like, I love you, Dean. Like, he admits that he loves him, and then he gets immediately sent to super hell. because he dared be gay.
That's crazy.
And then Dean,
like,
it was
look
a
at
whole
this representation. Isn't it great?
It was a whole thing as well. In the English translation, I don't remember what he says, but in the Spanish dub, Dean says, "I love you back." And so everyone's like, oh my god, they're canon, but only in the Spanish version of the show.
I remember that too. Like, everyone talking about it.
Freaking out. It was a whole thing.
I love when we said lightning round and then we both got really carried away in other examples of
that's my first point as well. I have more lightning round. Okay, true lightning round.
Okay, me and Richard will zip our lips and not say anything.
Okay.
Ready, Richard?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
Go.
Production value and cinematography. I love the way that the show is shot. It is an indie show. It did not have a big budget, and yet it is shot beautifully and very professionally. The acting is like beautiful, especially from like Shane and Ilya. Specifically, like there's a certain scene where Connor Story is giving this whole speech in Russian about how he is so overwhelmed and by like his family in Russia, and like they just want more and more and more from him, and he can't deal with it. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted. This means nothing to you. But the acting is just so good. And their chemistry between Connor and Hudson is amazing. Just like their like the minuscule like expressions. And someone said, this is TV that isn't meant to be watched in the background. Like, there are so many important things that you have to like actually watch to see their expressions and like the way they interact with each other, and I feel like that is becoming rarer and rarer. And also that's most of the things. Oh yes, one last thing, you know how I said Connor like did a whole speech in Russian? That speech is amazing. I might send you guys video of that. But he did not speak any Russian before this role, and consistently Russian native speakers have watched this show and said that he sounds native when he speaks Russian. And he did not speak. I know, it's insane. And he did not speak any Russian before this show. He did like that speech and then asked, he was like, how much is that is usable? And like his voice coach was like, all of it. And it was gorgeous. And it's like, what? That's crazy. Like, the people who are making this are crazy talented. And I love that. And I love that they're, like, passionate about making, like, good, meaningful television. Okay, I'm done.
We could unzip our lips.
Thank you,
I'm sorry. I talked. I didn't completely zip my lips, but I needed to express that I loved something.
No, that's good. It would have been more disconcerting if I was, like, so passionate and you were like... Nothing.
Silence.
Good luck removing all the likes from that, by the way. Not to be annoying.
Shut up. Alright. Anyway,
are we playing a game?
Yes, we are playing a game, even though we're 6 minutes over an hour. Alright, have you guys heard of Cards Against Humanity?
Yes.
No. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, no, I have.
Okay. Well, if you haven't, Google it, because that's what we're playing today, and I'm not going to spend more time explaining.
Well,
it's like fill in the blanks. It's like It's like Mad Libs.
I'm going to give a prompt, and then Richard and Thea, out of some cards, are going to choose their best fill in the blank, their funniest, and I'm going to choose who wins.
So it's Cards Against Humanity, but Angharad has made custom sort of black prompt cards based on Heated Rivalry, and we're answering with regular white cards, and we're trying to see who can make Angharad laugh the most.
So my first card is Scott Hunter is inviting someone down to the ice. Oh wow, this is unprecedented. Scott Hunter is now kissing. Scott Hunter is now inviting someone down to the ice. Wow, this is unprecedented. Scott Hunter is now kissing Barack Obama. That's quite an image.
Mine was.
And then Scott Hunter is now kissing.
Vehicular manslaughter.
He's kissing the act of vehicular manslaughter.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna give it to Barack Obama.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'll keep a score, by the way.
The next one is I'm bringing blank to the cottage.
I know that's a big inside joke with the...
So, pick your cards, any card.
Alright, I got mine. Well, I feel like we should read ours, because we know what ours are.
Okay, yeah, you can read out your own. I'll put it in the Discord.
Thea, tell me when you're ready.
Okay, yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm bringing whipping it out to the cottage.
That does happen. In the cottage.
Okay, mine was, I'm bringing extremely tight pants to the cottage.
That also wow, you guys are both so more accurate. I'm gonna have to give it to whipping it out.
Yeah, I knew I lost the minute he said that. I was like, dang it.
Tell me when we're ready for the next one.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Instead of having a fifth kid, Hayden Pike adopted blank. Alright. Thea, go first?
You go first,
Thea,
Richard.
you go first.
Oh,
No,
Richard goes
go
first.
first.
Sorry. Richard, go first.
Instead of having a fifth kid, Hayden Pike adopted being marginalized.
He is probably the least marginalized of all of the characters. Okay.
I'm trying to think of how to read this. Alright. Instead of having a fifth kid, Hayden Pike adopted kids with ass cancer.
Just all of them.
Yes.
Every single one.
Every single one of them.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to give it to Richard. It doesn't make any sense, but it made me laugh more.
Dang it. Okay, I have to go more nonsensical.
I don't think it was nonsensical. I think it was just the fact that it didn't make it made more sense to me that he would adopt marginalization than all children. Okay.
Kurt's like, that's impractical.
That is
to adopt all children.
Alright. The next one is Jacob Tierney is a coward. Next season, we need blank.
I don't feel like mine's very funny. Should I go first?
Yeah, go first, Thea.
Okay. Jacob Tierney is a coward. Next season, we need grandma.
Okay.
See, it's not that funny.
Jacob Tierney is a coward. Next season, we need Oompa Loompas.
Okay, Richard's made me laugh more.
No!
Yeah.
Dang it.
Sorry.
I bleed my cards.
Okay. The next one is Never in life have I blinked. Russians do not do this. This is a direct quote.
Never in life have I blanked.
Russians do not do this.
Okay.
This is change so change the tense if you need to.
These are all nouns. Carrot, these are all nouns.
Well,
that's why she just said change the tense of the card if you need to.
Oh, okay, no, I got one. Never in my life have I concealed a boner. Russians do not do this.
Oh, they know. I feel that's. I'm not happy about that. I think they should. If it's an inappropriate situation, you should conceal that.
Mine's not that funny. Right.
Anyway.
You gotta talk yours up.
I can't do a Russian accent. So
Never in life. I can't do one either.
I can't do it either.
I think I'm gonna offend people if I try. Never in life have I eaten Lunchables. Russians do not do this.
Honestly, I think that's funnier than
the
other one.
Than concealing a boner?
Then Lunchables gets it.
Win.
Lunchables for the win. Alright, this is our penultimate one.
Ooh, I like these the word penultimate.
Oh, this is a quick little game then.
Yeah, this is a quick little game. Alright. Hollywood sweetheart Rose Landry is set to star in blank.
All right, Thea, give it to us.
Hollywood sweetheart Rose Landry is set to star in The Trail of Tears.
I mean, that just sounds like a real TV. Like, that just sounds like...
Well, it's a historical event.
Oh, like... Is that like
the
We're just to know it's a story.
Oh, yeah. Oh my... That's embarrassing for me. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot that was a thing.
My cards were not that good.
Okay, Richard.
Hollywood sweetheart Rose Landry is set to star in A Sad Handjob.
That's even funnier because she dated Shane Hollander, and Shane Hollander is gay, and there was probably a sad hand job involved.
Yeah, that's better than mine. Should I just give the point to Richard?
I'm giving the point to Richard.
Okay.
And our final black card is...
All right.
In an effort to maintain an appearance of heterosexuality, Shane Hollander shows off blank to the press.
Ooh. What does he show in real life?
Rose Landry.
All right. It's time for this card that I've been sitting on all game.
Okay.
We'll see if it's good.
Poor Thea did not have good cards.
I feel like when I read them, they're not as funny as when other people read them.
Well, you gotta inject confidence into it, Thea.
Okay, but I'm not confident.
Well, then pretend. Fake it till you make it, dude.
Okay. Richard, did you want to go first?
Sure. In an effort to maintain an appearance of heterosexuality, Shane Hollander shows off his roofies to the press.
That's awful! Oh my god! No!
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Dang it. Okay. Mine is... In an effort to maintain an appearance of heterosexuality, Shane Hollander shows off a can of whoop-ass to the press.
That doesn't make any sense.
He beats them. That's what that means.
I thought it was like a literal... I was imagining a literal can that said whoop.
I think mine makes sense as well. So
Richard's unfortunately makes sense, and it's funny in a dark way. Theo's is also funny, but I'm gonna have to give it to Richard, meaning Richard is today's winner. Congratulations, Richard. How do you feel?
I would like to thank the Academy.
I thought you were about to say I'd like to thank Thea for being really bad at the game.
Wait, let me try that. I would like to thank Thea for being so terrible at this game.
One of my cards that I got near the end was same-sex ice dancing, and I really wanted to use it, but there was none of them were like I wish I had that one for the I never in my life have I blanked Russians do not do this. And I feel like that would have been funny.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to us about
that was a fun little
Rivalry. Have you actually seen it, Theo?
I have not. No.
Will you watch it based on what we talked about?
Maybe. I mean, it's so popular right now. I kind of want to. Though sometimes I have trouble. Not trouble. I don't know. I'm just not usually interested in shows that are just like deeply explicit all the time. But if there's a good story, then that doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just takes me out of it because then I start like, it's like when we were watching Magic Mike and I just kept being like, this is unrealistic. This is terrible direction. Why are they lingering on the same clip for so long? I don't know why. It's like my brain just goes into director mode where I'm like, I wouldn't do it this way. This way feels weird. No one would enjoy this. This is not normal. But I kind of want to see it because I mean, I more likely I'd listen to the audiobook. Just because I don't like pirating stuff, and I most definitely do not have whatever streaming service it's currently on.
I want to be very clear that I also do not pirate stuff, just in case anyone's wondering.
It's not a lack of desire, it's a lack of will, because I'm just too lazy to learn how to pirate correctly.
It's actually really easy. I can just send you a link, and you just search the thing on the link. I mean, someone could theoretically do that.
Look, when we don't own anything, it's not stealing.
Do you get this thing where if something gets too popular, like, I can't watch it now, it's too popular?
No, I don't.
No? Okay. It's a weird impulse to have, but I definitely have it. I definitely like, it's too popular. I cannot watch. It happened with Queen's Gambit. I was like, that sounds kind of interesting, but it's way too popular. I cannot watch this.
Why?
It happened. I feel like a lot of people do that, and it's just... I get it. Like, you don't... I do get it. I get the impulse, but I also am like, you gotta get over yourself.
Okay, Can you explain to me the impulse? Because I genuinely cannot understand that. Like, if something's really popular, that generally means to me that I want to see it more because it appeals to a really large variety of people, and I want to sort of get my own opinion of it.
It's hard. It's really hard to say. But I think in some aspect of, like, the culture feels saturated with the thing. So it's like, why am I putting in the effort when it seems to have already done its thing, I guess? And there's, like, I actually don't... It's really hard to explain. It's just an impulse that I get. Maybe it's just because I want to be quirky. But I don't think it's necessarily
maybe it's just
that.
because you're a quirky little lad who likes to be different. It's okay.
Maybe.
It's okay to want to be a quirky little lad who wants to be different. Like, I'm fine if people are just willing to admit that. I don't like when you're like, well, actually, it's a moral
I don't think
thing.
that... It's not a moral thing. It's just a thing that I feel, and I don't know why.
For me, I have had that impulse before of like, oh, this is too popular, I don't want to watch it. But for me, it's entirely because it's a societal thing, and once something gets too popular, people start judging it, and so I feel like, oh, I shouldn't, like, watch this anymore. And I've just needed to get over that impulse, and I know that it's an entirely just a judgmental societal impulse. Like, that's the reason why I have felt like that in the past.
Yeah. Well, I've always sort of imagined it being like humans crave the idea that we're unique, and I feel like for some people, if it gets really popular, then you don't want to be one of those popular people because you want to be more unique and not just like with the crowd. But I don't understand people that liked something and then when it got popular, they decided they didn't like it.
Can we finish up the episode?
We were waiting. We were just making conversation where you were in the bathroom.
Well, I'm back now.
Okay. What did
All right. Well, thank you so much for talking about heated rivalries in here.
Did we want to do finishing thoughts on the topic or anything?
Yeah, let's do. Well, I think I've said most of my finishing thoughts. Well, let's see. Are you guys gonna watch Heated Rivalry?
Yeah, I was just talking to Thea about that actually. Yeah. When you're in the bathroom.
We can just kind of go over it again now that you're back. I sort of said I'd maybe be interested in watching it. I am very lazy when it comes to starting shows. Half because I have to be in a very specific mood to sit down and watch a show. And two, because I don't have a lot of streaming services and I'm too lazy to pirate. I would never pirate because I am a good law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, if you were to pirate, though, it is just on 123 Movies. And you can just look it up.
What site is that? I have never heard of that site. I am a good law-abiding citizen.
I mean, it's on the dark web, so obviously I would have never.
But Richard, sort of remind me in telling Herod, are you planning on watching it?
Maybe? I might try it.
But what about IMDb?
Well, that's why I might try it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only reason Richard might try it.
It is literally the only reason
I know,
I might try it.
That's why I said
that. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
I could also listen to the books, and Harold's got all of them on our Audible account.
It is. I don't know if you should listen to the books. I'm gonna be honest.
What's wrong with the books?
No, the books are good, but they have so much sex that I've legitimately got sick of it when reading the books. I was like, okay, you need to stop fucking. I don't care. They're just going at it all of the time.
Man.
All right, well, thank you for introducing us to your hyperfixation. And what are we doing next? I don't know if we want to talk about it, but what are we doing next week? I'm excited.
Yes, well, technically bi-weekly because we release every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
but the next one after this, I believe I am going to be talking about my newest obsession of a show, BoJack Horseman, which is not as relevant. Though I see like video essays examining the show still coming out, even though the finale was a couple of years ago now, I think. I'll have to look up when the finale was, but I just recently watched it, and I was really, really into it. So I'll be covering that in 2 weeks.
All right, well,
I'm looking forward to it. All right,
and
see you guys in 2 weeks.
Fun fact, we're now finally recording closer to our actual publishing dates. So if you listen to the first 3 episodes and it sounds like it's the summertime, that's because it was. So now we're finally on.
Now it's torrential snow.
Oh gosh, torrential snow. We're stuck in the giant winter storm of early.
But Angharad, do you want to send us off?
Yeah. You have to start us off.
Oh, okay. Of our goodbyes. All right.
Yeah.
I have been 1/3 of your host, Angharad.
I have been 2/3 of your host, Fia.
And I've been the third of your host, Richard. Thank you so much for
bye.
listening.
See you in the next 2 weeks. Clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop, clip clop.